They lost against the Buffalo Bills in a 20-17 game. Kadarius Toney's offside penalty ruined Travis Kelce's amazing lateral touchdown, thus making it worth the mention. Selena Gomez resting her assets against a counter has gotten fans hot under the collar. The pop singer, 31, sizzled in a social media share now reposted to a fan account on Instagram, and it even had one fan asking why Selena is teasing so much. Sharing one of her more sultry moments, the love-on hitmaker reminded the gram of her killer curves as she near spilled out of a low-cut bustier, also championing the braless trend as she snapped a selfie. Scroll for the photo. Posing indoors as she modeled a very deep-cut silk ivory bustier, Selena drew the eye to her cleavage as she rested her chest on a countertop while gazing into her smartphone. Looking semi-bored and semi-cheeky as she struck a fun facial expression, the ex-to-singer Justin Bieber peeped hints of blue jeans as she snapped herself close up, rocking hoop earrings and accessorizing her braceless look via gold rings and bracelets. Today we're going to recap all of the Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce moments that she mentioned in her new songs about Travis on the Tortured Poets Department album. If you like this kind of content, subscribe and stay updated for more. In the song So High School, Taylor mentioned the kiss, marry or kill game that Travis played back in the day when he was doing Catching. It certifies that she saw the clip and asks him this question in the song. She says she is betting on all three to be true. Then she says he gets her car door, which references the famous moment that broke the internet when Travis helped her out of the car. It was their first public appearance together. He pulls her closer to him in the backseat and Taylor confesses that no one has ever treated her this way. Then she talks about the game, Truth and Dare, and says that he knows how to play ball, and she knows Aristotle, referencing their complete opposite professions. Then she also tells us that Travis's friends play Grand Theft Auto while he quietly touches her, not letting her go. She says you knew what you wanted and boy you got her, referencing the famous friendship bracelet incident when Travis went to her show in hopes of starting a relationship with her, and it did work out in his favor. He made a friendship bracelet with his number on it with the thought that he will give it to her. He went to the show with the friendship bracelet in his hand and watched her perform. When the show ended, he went backstage and asked to meet Taylor. Taylor was tired from the show and told her bodyguard that she didn't want to meet anyone. She also didn't know who he was and didn't have any interest in him. The bodyguard told Travis no, and he left with a broken heart and the bracelet still in his pocket. Later, he talked about it on his podcast with a sad expression that he couldn't meet Taylor. This was the first time everybody found out that he wanted to date Taylor with the Swift Cloutser. I was disappointed that she doesn't talk before or after her shows because she has to save her voice for the 44 songs that she sings. He told his brother how he made a friendship bracelet for her. So I was a little butthurt I didn't get to hand her one of the bracelets I made for her. Wanted to give Taylor Swift one with my number on. He also asks him to tell her about the time he first saw her at the Eras Tour show. She confesses she is high from laughing at his jokes all night. In the lyrics, she also confesses that they watch American Pie together while his friends are around, and she tries to hide her size because she feels like a high school girl whenever she looks at him. I just think there's something that makes everyone feel like it's like the world is kind of like high school, where like your most popular pop star, like beloved musician, somehow met like your most popular beloved like athlete and they actually fell in love, and like it's just real. Anyone who like hates on it is like a bitter loser. She also talks about him in the song Alchemy, which is also about Travis. She says she was in the worst state after her breakup with Joe Alwyn and compares it to being in a long hospital drag. He pulled her out of it. She says she cut off everyone else from her life and went to him. She mentions they were on a winning streak and Travis jokingly said, "It's heroin," but this time with an E, referring to her being his heroine and lucky charm that made him win the Super Bowl. Then she paints the picture of the Super Bowl win with the lyrics shirts off and your friends lift you up over their heads. Beer sticking to the floor. Cheers chanted cause they said there was no chance trying to be the greatest in the league. Where's the trophy, Taylor says, but he just comes running over to me, referencing the moment when Travis thanked her for coming in the middle of her world tour.
Taylor Swift has taken over Travis Kelce's health choices, but is scared for their fairy tale romance? Here's all we know. Taylor Swift is officially a billionaire. There's nothing she cannot afford, but she is busy currently regulating her boyfriend's health choices. Amid rumors that she fears her relationship will be jinxed, she's taking the necessary steps to restrict him from becoming a slob. Scroll below for all the details. Travis is an American football tight end for the Kansas City Chiefs. As much as he loves performing well on the ground, he also enjoys a lazy life during off time. However, it looks like that will not be the case anymore. as Taylor will not be controlling his eating and drinking choices. A source close to Heat World revealed, "Fitness and diet are very important to Taylor. She's obviously attracted to Travis physically and knows how image conscious he is too. He's used to eating and drinking whatever he wants in the off-season, but that's just not going to fly anymore." Washington, U.S., April 25th, ANI. Taylor Swift is deeply in love with Travis Kelce, but the singer is feeling anxious about potential obstacles in their relationship, such as concerns about fame overwhelming him or him feeling burdened by her celebrity status. Although the Kansas City Chiefs star appears at ease in the spotlight, having hosted his own podcast and even starred in his own dating show. Catching Kelce, Taylor Swift's immense fame can be overwhelming for anyone. "There's very little oxygen between her life and fame," said the sourcey. "Travis is a peacock, but he has never dated a celeb before, and she is one of the most famous women in the world. Right now, he is enjoying everything, and she is hoping that it stays like that."
Pop sensation Taylor Swift and NFL star Travis Kelce recently made headlines with their secretive night out in Las Vegas, accompanied by close friends, the Mahomes couple. The rendezvous in Sin City comes amid Swift's mixed emotions about returning to touring. While details remain scarce, the group enjoyed a low-key evening at a secluded spot within a hotel's proper eats food hall, shielding themselves from prying eyes. Swift Kelce, along with Patrick and Brittany Mahomes, relished in drinks, conversations, and fond memories. This isn't the first time the group has shared such moments. Their camaraderie dates back to the Kansas City Chiefs' Super Bowl victory celebration in February. However, despite occasional outings, they've maintained a low profile. Further, with Swift gearing up for her Eras Tour starting in May, her packed schedule raises concerns about spending time with Kelce, who is set to resume NFL duties. A source close to Taylor revealed her emotional struggle, stating, "It makes the prospect of her tour more challenging. She'll be sad." Despite the distance, both Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce prioritize mutual respect and understanding amidst their demanding careers. The success of Taylor Swift's The Tortured Poets department has been massive, with the album breaking multiple industry records. Travis Kelce apparently finds mentions in 2 of the album tracks. Singer-songwriter Taylor Swift was spotted with her beau, Travis Kelce, enjoying a dinner date as her new album The Tortured Poet Department receives a successful release week. The singer and the star football player can be seen sitting side by side in a photo posted on X by a fan account. The songstress is sporting dark red lipstick with a black top, while Kelce is seen donning a simple white shirt. Travis Kelce mentions on Taylor Swift's new album, the image had left Swifties ecstatic, as many of them gushed over the couple's romantic date and their eye contact. The past week had been captured by Swift's album release, a 31-track list long record that is a poetic divulgence of Swift's former relationships with actor Joe Alwyn and the 1975 frontman Matty Healy. Swift's romance with Kelce has allegedly been mentioned in 2 songs from the track list, The Alchemy and So High School. "Seeing this as I'm currently listening to So High School," a fan commented under the post. Others were fawning over their eye contact. Fans were also happy about how they were seated. "He lets her sit inside," says one user in the comments.
So I wanted to know, what is the craziest thing that a boy has ever done to get your attention?
Nobody does anything crazy to get my attention.
Come on, Taylor. Really?
You ever be a chance that Taylor's done some acting too? Could you guys
Say
ever
again?
do? Taylor's done some acting too. Any
has,
chance
yeah.
you guys would ever do anything together?
It's not planned at the moment, but who knows?
Definitely been fun to experience her taste in music for sure. I mean, she's so amazing at what she does, and to find that creativity, to see where she likes to pull things from, and just really how she listens to music is very eye-opening to me. So it's been fun getting to
Hey there,
hear her.
ready to dive into some juicy celebrity gossip? Well, hold on to your hats because we've got some tea to spill. The pop sensation and queen of heartbreak anthems, Taylor Swift, has been making headlines yet again. But this time, it's not about another breakup song or a feud with another artist. Nope, this time it's all about love. So grab your popcorn and get cozy because we're about to dish on Taylor Swift's latest revelation about her happiness with Travis, leaving us all wondering about the fate of her romance with Joe Alwyn. But before we get into it, Make sure to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to never miss out on any new videos. It's free and helps us tremendously bring out new content for your enjoyment. Now let's talk about Taylor's newfound joy with Travis Kelce. It seems like she's found her happily ever after, and boy, is she beaming. Sources close to the couple have been whispering about how Travis has been treating Taylor like an absolute queen. From lavish surprises to sweet gestures, he's pulling out all the stops to make her feel special. And let's not forget those adorable Instagram posts where they look like they're straight out of a fairy tale. Compared to her past relationship woes with Joe Alwyn, where the paparazzi caught glimpses of her looking less than thrilled, Taylor's happiness with Travis is like night and day. It's like she's finally found the missing puzzle piece to her heart, and it's written all over her face. From red carpet appearances to cozy date nights, Taylor and Travis seem inseparable, leaving us all swooning over their love story. Sources are spilling some juicy details, revealing that Travis's bold approach in publicly pursuing Taylor was a major game changer for her. Yep, he went all out to catch her attention, and it totally worked like a charm. But wait, there's more. Taylor's not just swooning over Travis's smooth moves, she's also loving how he's been there for her through thick and thin, especially when it comes to her skyrocketing career. According to an insider gabbing to Entertainment Tonight, Taylor's all about Travis's supportive vibes. He's not just a shoulder to lean on, he's her biggest cheerleader in the crazy world of fame. Taylor wants a guy that's into his career, does his own thing, but is also supportive and understands her, and Travis fits those qualities, they went on. Travis has never shied away from his desire to give dating with Taylor a try, which he even said during a press conference a few months ago after seeing Swift in concert. Another source told the same outlet. Talk about a blast from the past. Taylor Swift fans were sent on an emotional roller coaster this week when a clip from way back in 2012 resurfaced, giving us all a glimpse into Taylor's past love woes. In the clip, pulled from an interview with Extra, Taylor spills the tea on her dating struggles, revealing that no guy has ever gone the extra mile to catch her eye. So I wanted to know, what is the craziest thing that a boy has ever done to get your attention? Nobody does anything crazy to get my attention. Come on, Taylor. Yep, you heard that right. Not a single grand gesture in sight. It's no wonder her expectations were hovering around ground level. But here's the kicker. Taylor, being the queen of wit that she is, jokes about the low bar for her future dating prospects. I mean, we're talking basement level here. She quips about how easy it would be for any guy to swoop in and impress her, saying something along the lines of, "Oh, you exist? Mind blown." Now, fast forward over a decade later, and it's like deja vu all over again. Despite the years that have passed, it seems like Taylor's love life hasn't strayed too far from that 2012 interview. With her last long-term relationship serving as a prime example, it's clear that the struggle has been real for our girl Taylor when it comes. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce got all dolled up and loved up Saturday evening as they attended a gala held by Patrick Mahomes' charity. Tay and her BA made an appearance at Mahomes' 15 and the Mahomes Foundation Golf Classic Gala in Vegas, joining Pat and wife Brittany Mahomes for the auction event. The couple holding hands as they make their way to their assigned table. The poster described the couple as super adorable and down-to-earth and kind in the caption, also stating NBD, just T. Swift and her man, Travis Kelce.
I said, how's everybody doing now? People Las Vegas. People Las Vegas. People Las Vegas. All right. I think I was just talking to my significant other.
Actor Joe Alwyn, 33, is moving forward after his breakup with Taylor Swift. Despite their 6-year relationship coming to an end, Alwyn is reportedly thriving both in his career and personal life. Joe Alwyn has moved on from his breakup with Taylor Swift. The actor, 33, who dated the song Stress for 6 years, is doing well and focused on work, People reports, citing a source. Not only on the work front, Alwyn is also making progress in his personal life, with the aforementioned source confirming he's dating and happy. The Conversations with Friends star has reportedly moved on from the London boy singer, and certainly doesn't talk poorly of her, the source added. He was in love with her, and it just didn't work out. The pair's split after dating for more than half a decade was due to their clashing personalities, with Joe wanting to keep his personal life out of the public eye and Taylor allegedly wanting to date freely.
Swifties are not happy with Jimmy Kimmel's insensitive joke on Travis Kelce's contract extension as he compared it to his billionaire pop star girlfriend. Ever since Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce have gone official with their relationship, they have been on the receiving end of a truckload of nasty comments and criticism from people all over the world. And not just the couple's haters, even people from the showbiz are firing shots at the star couple. I am particularly talking about the comedian and talk show host, Jimmy Kimmel. Looks like he has a personal vendetta against Taylor and Travis, as he leaves no chance to pass some or the other comment on them. After the very unfunny joke about Taylor Swift at the Oscars 2024, Jimmy Kimmel has this time compared Travis's contract extension with the Chiefs to Taylor's net worth. This has obviously not sat well with the Swifties who are bashing him left, right, and center on social media. Here is what he said.
Congratulations to Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce signed a 2-year contract extension with the Kansas City Chiefs. He is now the highest paid tight end in the NFL. Deservedly so. Its new contract is worth $34 million, or as Taylor Swift calls it, gum money. Can you imagine being in a relationship where you make $34 million, you're still the broke boyfriend? Another weird thing about dating Taylor Swift is you could be one of the great players of all time, and this is the reaction you get to your contract extension. This baby, his eyes full of tears. He's so baby girl, cutie pie, sweet boy, pookiest pookie. I'm not sure if he's a football player or a kitten, but meanwhile, Taylor Swift is having a good week, too. Taylor Swift is now the first artist in history to occupy all of the top 14 spots on Billboard's Hot 100 list. She has 14 songs in the top 14. About how much people don't like her. 29 of the 31 tracks on her new album are in the top 50, which is very sad for the 2 tracks that aren't in the top 50. I feel like Taylor Swift at this point, if she wanted to, could win the Kentucky.
Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are getting all of their date nights in now before the pop star has to hit the road again for the European leg of her The Eras Tour. Last week, the duo canoodled in Las Vegas, where they supported Kelce's pal and teammate Patrick Mahomes at the 15 and Mahomes Foundation Golf Classic Gala and displayed a healthy amount of public affection. During their time in Sin City, the couple also enjoyed a double date with Mahomes and his wife Brittany Mahomes, with whom Swift has become close, at a speakeasy cocktail lounge in Aria Resort and Casino, according to TMZ, though there was no photographic evidence of said outing until now. In a fan-shared Instagram roundup, we see Swift and Kelce walking hand-in-hand towards Easy's cocktail lounge, hidden behind a donut shop in the Proper Eats food hall. The first slide includes a video of the It couple walking to a door while holding hands. Swift takes a moment to look back at something behind them while Kelce grabs the door for his leading lady. The two were also surrounded by personnel for the evening out. Swift opted for a look that was distinct from her usual street style. A brown leather off-the-shoulder pleated micro-mini dress. She styled the edgy frock with black pointed toe pumps and a matching tiny brown handbag. Her blonde hair was fixed in a half-up style that left out her signature fringe and swept over her shoulder on one side.
NFL star Travis Kelce made a grand visit during the glamour and excitement of the 150th Kentucky Derby, donning a striking off-white double-breasted suit with pinned stripes. Kelce exuded confidence and style and stole the spotlight effortlessly. However, amidst the buzz and admiration, fans couldn't help but wonder, where was his equally dazzling partner? Travis Kelce's visit to Churchill Downs sparked a flurry of excitement among fans, with snippets shared by fans on Instagram. As the Kansas City Chiefs tight end soaked in the Derby atmosphere and celebrated his first-ever bet win, Taviez fans couldn't help but express their longing for Taylor Swift. The comment section buzzed with speculation and wishes for Swift's presence by Kelce's side. There is another excitement that is brewing amongst fans as rumors swirl of Travis Kelce potentially joining Taylor Swift on her upcoming tour in Europe. The last sighting of Swift on stage was in March, concluding the Singapore leg of her tour. Since then, Tavis fans have been treated to multiple public appearances. More so, their palpable chemistry continues to fuel fans' desire to see them together wherever they go.
On Saturday, Travis Kelce put in an official appearance at the Kentucky Derby wearing a full white suit and black fedora on theme with the fashion and racing event. He was not accompanied by Taylor Swift, despite rumors she would be his date for the evening at the racetrack. He was seen in photos with the fellas from the Chainsmokers and in a photo with the Houston Rockets player Chandler Parsons. Late-night host Jimmy Fallon shared a clip of them chatting on Instagram as well. He was later seen in more casual wear at the Sports Illustrated revel at the races party at Ice House. It's not too surprising that Swift wasn't at the Derby. The couple also turned down an invite for the Met Gala on Monday because Swift's Eras Tour resumes in Paris on May 9th, and she was planning to travel. She is most likely already on her way to Europe in preparation for her first concert or getting ready at home. The official Kentucky Derby Instagram account shared a clip showing Kelce celebrating after winning a bet on a race, which they captioned, "When you show up to the Kentucky Derby and your first bet hits."
The musician beamed after noticing her boyfriend in the crowd at her third and final show at the Aviva Stadium on Sunday, June 30th. On Sunday, June 30th, Travis Kelce jetted to Dublin, Ireland for his 34-year-old girlfriend's third and final Eras Tour show at the Aviva Stadium. The Kansas City Chiefs tight end's appearance came after he attended his teammate Clyde Edwards-Hilaire's California wedding to JoJo O'Connor on Saturday, June 29th, in Calabasas. In clips shared by fans on X, formerly known as Twitter, Swift's face appeared to light up as she noticed Kelce, 34, who was wearing a white t-shirt, dark pants, and a baseball cap, had made her show despite the long journey. One video showed gig-goers cheering as Kelce walked into the stadium while Swift belted out the 2020 folklore song, August. "I didn't disappoint Taylor, so that's all that really matters." The NFL star said Travis Kelce is spilling the details of his surprise cameo at Taylor Swift's show in London. On the Season 2 finale episode of The New Heights with Jason and Travis Kelce podcast that published on Wednesday, July 3rd, the NFL star, 34, opened up about the experience of joining his girlfriend on stage for her Eras concert at London's Wembley Stadium, saying the whole thing was actually his idea. "I initially mentioned it to Tay," Travis told his brother and co-host Jason Kelce. "I was like, how funny would it be if I just rolled out on one of the bikes during the 1989 era?" Swift, 34, initially laughed at the idea, Travis said, before asking, "Would you seriously be up for doing something like that?" Travis was game. "I was just like, what? I would love to do that. Are you kidding me? I've seen the show enough. Might as well put me to work here," he recalled. And sure enough, she found the perfect part of the show for me to come in. Travis Kelce appears to be getting emotional at Taylor Swift's latest nod to him during her Eras show. The Kansas City Chiefs player, 34, seemed moved as he watched Swift, 34, perform a mashup performance of Mary's Song, So High School, and Everything Has Changed at her final show in Amsterdam on Saturday, July 6th at the Johan Cruyff Arena, and was even spotted wiping his face several times during the performance. Kelce stood in the stands filming his girlfriend performing on his phone before swaying slowly to Swift's mashup performance. At one point, as Swift sang the sweet lyrics from Everything Has Changed, "'Cause all I know is we said, hello, and your eyes look like comin' home. All I know is a simple name, and everything has changed." The tight end was seen wiping his face and near to his eyes. Kelce then clapped his hands above his head before continuing to watch Swift perform.
Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce turned heads at a wedding in NYC, with Swift in a cream Zimmerman dress defying traditional norms. Taylor Swift and her NFL beau, Travis Kelce, fresh off celebrating the big season opener win, turned heads at Karen Elson's NYC wedding, playing by their own rules. The couple flew in from Kansas City to attend the nuptials of model Karen Elson and Electric Lady Studios owner Lee Foster. Meanwhile, the cruel summer singer opted to rewrite the wedding guest dress code with her Zimmerman outfit, breaking the classic no white rule. Taylor Swift arrives for model Karen Elson's NYC wedding. The pop star, currently on a break from her Eras tour, was caught having some fun with her boyfriend, Travis Kelce, while they were heading to Electric Lady Studios in New York City on Saturday, according to Vogue.
The pair snuck off to New York City to see their friends get married. Swift was spotted wearing an off-white dress that showed off her shoulders and chest with a floral decoration that sits on the market for around $800, which she accompanied with high heels and her signature red lipstick as she walked past a parking meter.
Taylor, one look. Beautiful, beautiful.
Kelce followed closely behind in black loafers, black pants, and a black shirt, with his hair slick back as the couple teased their fans with another public display of affection, something Swift isn't known for doing, as they held hands on their way into the building. The 34-year-olds had aimed to keep their presence in NYC under the wraps by departing from Swift's private jet, following the Chiefs' win over the Baltimore Ravens, using black umbrellas to disguise themselves. Yet they were spotted on Friday, September 6th, heading to a pizza joint in Brooklyn called Lucali, famous for its brick oven pies, to try some Italian food before heading to the wedding the following morning.
Taylor Swift is in her U.S. Open era. The pop superstar and her beau, Kansas City Chiefs superstar Travis Kelce, counted among the famous faces who were on hand Sunday at the 2024 U.S. Open to watch the men's final between Jannik Sinner and Taylor Fritz at the USTA Billie Jean King National Tennis Center.
This is going to need to stay front foot.
Look who's here. How about that? Another Taylor Swift.
The couple, who have been dating since last year, arrived in Queens fresh off the two-time defending Super Bowl champions' 27-20 season opening victory over the Baltimore Ravens on Thursday in Kansas City. Which Swift also attended. They were clad in matching red and white outfits, a nod to Kelce's team perhaps? The singer wore a checkered dress, sunglasses, and finished the look with red lipstick, while the football star wore a white shirt, cream cardigan, and a red and green striped bucket hat. Swift and Kelce were among a star-studded crowd for the tournament's final weekend in 2024. For Sunday's men's final, they were joined by Kelce's Chiefs teammate Patrick Mahomes and his wife, Brittany Mahomes, as well as skiing superstar Michaela Schifrin, retired New York Rangers goalie Henrik Lundqvist, actors Dustin Hoffman, Eddie Redmayne, and Molly Ringwald, and Swift's fellow Grammy winner Jon Bon Jovi. Taylor Swift 2002 U.S. Open photo resurfaces amid Travis Kelce appearance. Kelce on Sunday. The singer and her Kansas City Chiefs tight end boyfriend were photographed at the Arthur Ashe Stadium in New York City, alongside their friends Brittany Mahomes and her husband, Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes. The group watched the men's singles final between Taylor Fritz of the U.S. and Italy's Jannik Sinner. The U.S. Open's X account shared a photo of Swift singing God Bless America back in 2002. And underneath that image, it shared a snap of Swift with Kelce at the event on Sunday. The text on the image reads, Taylor Swift returns to U.S. Open after singing God Bless America in 2022. Life comes full circle for A Taylor Swift 13. The account captioned the photo. The post has gone viral, and at the time of writing, it had been viewed 787,900 times.
The Kansas City Chiefs tight end expressed his support for Swift in a new episode of the New Heights with Jason and Travis Kelce podcast. Travis Kelce is supporting his lady, Speaking on a new episode of the New Heights with Jason and Travis Kelce podcast released Wednesday, September 11th, the Kansas City Chiefs tight end, 34, said he hopes his girlfriend Taylor Swift wins awards at the MTV Video Music Awards. Hopefully Taylor can walk away with a few. She's nominated for about 10 of those things tonight, Travis said about the awards, which take place at Long Island's UBS Arena on Wednesday, September 11th. Hopefully she can walk away with some moon men, he added. Those are always one of the cooler trophies. The space guys. Describing the award items to his brother Jason, 36, the athlete continued, "It's the big silver moon guy with the American flag, I think." "Yes, we landed on the moon," Jason replied. "It's the MTV flag, but that's a really cool award. Let's go, Tay. Come on, Tay." "Stay on top," Travis added, wishing everybody the best, though. First VMAs. The Music Television Network put on its 40th anniversary show on Wednesday, September 11, live from the UBS Arena in Elmont, New York. Megan Thee Stallion hosted the milestone evening, which was attended by some of the biggest names across the entertainment industry. And that's not included those who took the stage: Sabrina Carpenter, Chappelle Rowan, Camila Cabello, Halsey, LL Cool J, Lenny Kravitz, Shawn Mendes, and Eminem, among others. Never miss a story. Sign up for People's free daily newsletter to stay up to date on the best of what People has to offer, from celebrity news to compelling human interest stories. Katy Perry received the Video Vanguard Award and also performed a medley of her hits. Previous recipients over the years for the prestigious honor include Shakira, Beyoncé, Nicki Minaj, Madonna, Janet Jackson, Jennifer Lopez, Rihanna, and Missy Elliott.
Travis Kelce has heaped praise on Elon Musk's latest Tesla release. The NFL star, 34, who has been dating Taylor Swift since 2023, showed unexpected excitement over the tech billionaire's new electric pickup.
Blackmail me with money? Go f yourself. But go f yourself.
Cybertruck days after Musk was criticized for making creepy and unsettling comments about the singer. Hours after Swift had announced her endorsement of Kamala Harris in the U.S. presidential race, Musk responded, telling the pop megastar he would give her a baby in reference to Donald Trump's running mate J.D. Vance's previous childless cat lady comments. Speaking on the New Heights podcast with his brother Jason, Kelce said of Musk's Cybertruck, "Those things are sweet. I want the little four-wheeler. That thing looks sweet." Tesla first announced it was making the Cybertruck in November 2019, but delayed its release from 2021 to November 2023 due to design changes being made to the low-polygon style vehicle.
Is trouble looming the horizon for the most popular celebrity couple in the world? Recently, Swifties were riled up when news emerged on social media alleging that Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce were fake dating and headed for a breakup. While Swift has spent much of her celebrity life weathering unfounded rumors and wild speculations, these new leaks may have taken things a bit too far, leaving fans wondering, are Taylor and Travis still together, or are they breaking up? We hazard a guess. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are America's sweethearts. There are no ifs, ands, or buts about it. With one a pop princess and arguably the most famous person in the world, and the other a star NFL player with 3 Super Bowl championships under his belt, Tavis is every romantic comedy trope we wish we could live in real life. Sadly, living a high-profile life comes with its drawbacks, most notably privacy, or a lack thereof. Swift's love life is the frequent subject of scrutiny, whether from overzealous Swifties or the media. Case in point, celebrity gossip monger Dumois' allegations that Swift and ex-boyfriend Joe Alwyn had secretly married. Add onto that some Swifties' abhorrent behavior during the Maddie Healy era, which saw the launch of the Speak Up Now campaign, demanding Swift end her relationship with the 1975 frontman. If that sounds crazy, that's because it is.
Famous NFL superstars who are friends of Taylor Swift. The pop music sensation. Taylor Swift is known for her extraordinary talent and devoted fan base, but a lot of people really don't know much about her connection with professional football. Several NFL superstars have shown their admiration for Swift and even formed friendships with her. Of the best NFL players who have shown full love for Swift, Travis Kelce is a star tight end for the Kansas City Chiefs who has been pretty candid. He often mentions Swift in interviews, sometimes complimenting her music and even poking fun at a poster promoting the singer's Eras Tour, which Swift, 34, kicked off in March 2023 and will wrap on December 8th, was spotted hanging on the wall of Kelce's private Arrowhead Stadium suite. In a series of photos shared via Instagram by Kariah Gordon on Sunday, September 15th, the promotional image was seen in the background, hanging on the suite's wall beside a frame shot of Kelce, 34, in his Kansas City Chiefs uniform. The photos captured Gordon, who is engaged to Chiefs wide receiver Mecole Hardman Jr., standing next to Swift and Shauna Weathersby, the girlfriend of Chiefs defensive tackle Chris Jones, as the trio attended Sunday's game against the Cincinnati Bengals. The poster, which was used as the main movie poster when her Eras Tour film hit theaters last year, featured a photo of Swift performing on stage in a metallic bodysuit with the words, "Taylor Swift The Eras Tour," stamped on the snap. Gordon, who announced her engagement to Hardman Jr., 26, via Instagram on June 20th after dating the athlete for 3 years, captioned her carousel, "Bitches clearly want my life, and it's so evident." The post also included a video of Swift embracing Gordon as the pair cheered their partners on from the private suite. "Can I go with Aunt Tay-Tay?" Wyatt's innocent question made Jason Kelce fall into silence. Taylor Swift is always loved by children all over the country, and Wyatt is no exception. During a short visit, Travis and Taylor stopped by Philly to visit their lovely niece, who had just gone through a fever and was feeling quite tired. But the positive energy that Taylor gave her seemed to change everything dramatically. When a familiar voice rang out outside the door, Wyatt jumped up, screaming, "That's Auntie Tay-Tay," and ran to hug Taylor. The visit went quite quickly. Taylor and Travis brought some gifts. Everything was very happy until Taylor and Travis left. The storm came. Wyatt insisted on following Aunt Taylor. She made a face of annoyance when questioning Jason. Despite all the objections, Wyatt did not leave Aunt Taylor for a second. It was not Wyatt's first time. One of the memorable details of Taylor Swift's days in Kansas is that Jason Kelce's 4-year-old girl Wyatt insisted on moving to Travis' house to live with him and Aunt Taylor. Although they were in school, I think Jason and Kylie were too strict with their daughter on the weekend, a Taylor fan. When Travis and Jason talked via FaceTime, Jason's daughter Wyatt understood that. Aunt Taylor was with Uncle Travis. She said in tears and asked if she could move to Uncle Travis' house. It seemed that Jason was speechless while Uncle Travis said that he would come right away and teased that he would take Wyatt to see Taylor. Otherwise, he would sue Jason. Although Wyatt was quite nervous, she still appeared calm. She said she was even happy that she could hug Aunt Taylor comfortably now. At first, everything was normal, but after Jason said she couldn't go, Wyatt broke down in tears. Travis then tried to reason with his niece and convinced her that Aunt Taylor would visit Wyatt's house for Thanksgiving. Wyatt is such a big fan. As Travis and Kayla passed the 1-year mark together, more details about their relationship are coming out, including some information about their family life, provided by Donna Kelce. Taylor Swift is a housewife as she tries to pass on her passion for cooking to Travis. On a date in Kansas, which ended 2 days ago after Taylor Swift attended her best friend Lana Del Rey's wedding in Louisiana, Taylor reportedly passed on her delicious steak recipe to Travis. She even took it personally to teach him how to make it. "He can't clean. He can't cook," Donna Kelce said. "He's getting a little better. I think he's getting help." The obvious support for Swift's cleaning and cooking abilities comes from Travis' mother, who has been spotted in public with Swift several times over the past 12 months. It's no secret that Travis Kelce has had the busiest season of his career, and possibly a more stressful time between the Super Bowl and training camp than anyone else in the NFL. His multiple brand deals and personal investments would keep anyone busy. Then there's the globetrotting to keep up with Swift's stadium tour stops in London, Amsterdam, Singapore, and more. Kelce even appeared on stage with Swift during one of her Eras Tour performances in London. Swift has appeared in 15 Chiefs games over the last 2 seasons, helping Kansas City to a 12-3 record in those games. Now, Swift is expected to help Kelce be as efficient in the kitchen than home as she is on the football field. Travis Kelce is in the house. It appears superstar Travis Kelce was out of the team hotel on Saturday night as several witnesses provided photos to TV's 87. Although Chiefs rules do not allow their players to sleep outside the hotel where the team is preparing for today's game, Travis apparently left the Keem Hotel around 8 p.m. and returned around 9:30 p.m. last night. According to TV's 87's exclusive, Travis was spotted returning to his Los Angeles hotel in Taylor Swift's Range Rover after he reportedly visited her Beverly Hills mansion. The tight ends were seen entering the Four Seasons Hotel in Beverly Hills just before 10 p.m. on Saturday night ahead of the Kansas City Chiefs vs. LA Chargers game at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. The game, which kicks off at 4:20 p.m., has sparked excitement not only among Swifties but also among NFL fans as Taylor Swift and her friends are sure to cheer on Travis' team from the sidelines. Dressed in a black t-shirt and hat, the 6'5" athlete made sure to arrive discreetly in Taylor's SUV. Several fans wearing Swiftie t-shirts were waiting outside the hotel in hopes of catching a glimpse of a latest celebrity couple, and she's not. The only fan eagerly awaiting the game mirrors that the pop star will likely appear at Sunday's game at SoFi Stadium, the same massive venue where she performed during her Eras tour, has sent her massive fan base into a frenzy online. As TV's 87 reported, Taylor Swift dined at Emilio's Boleto in Soho last night with Brittany Mahomes, wife of Travis' teammate Patrick Mahomes. The Italian restaurant is owned by celebrity chef Emilio Vitalo Jr., who made headlines a few years ago for his brief romance with Katie Holmes. As she rushed to Emilio's Boleto for dinner on Saturday night, Taylor could be seen holding Brittany's hand. In fact, their Saturday night outing came just hours after Taylor landed in LA, despite Travis not being seen when his teammate's plane landed in Los Angeles. It sparked a lot of speculation on social media that Travis might be absent. However, as the Kansas City Chiefs official website confirmed, Travis Kelce is completely healthy and will play tonight's game. Trav and the Chiefs are looking to improve to 4-0 after a win over the Falcons last weekend. This time, however, he will be playing SoFi with his superstar girlfriend Taylor Swift cheering him on. Travis yesterday brushed off the criticism, emphasizing that he remains focused on his performance and expressed his confidence in the Chiefs' offensive strategy, crediting his teammates for stepping up during his quieter performances. I think this year's stats may say something different, but at the same time you'll see the same person inside this building, and that's all I really care about, Kelce told the press. I'm my own worst critic. Everything outside of this building is just noise. I'm lucky. I've had the success in the past and I realize that the ball can't always go to one person. It can't always get in my hands, but at the same time, I got all the trust in Patrick Mahomes to make the right decision, and he's been making great decisions. We might not be putting up as many points as we wanted to, but at the same time we're 3-0 and we're doing something right. He will spend his free time in Los Angeles relaxing at Taylor Swift's luxury mansion in Beverly Hills. Maybe Travis and Kayla will go out tonight. She's on her way. Pop star Taylor Swift's convoy is making its way to Entertainment Complex in Inglewood, California. A massive convoy of SUVs, including LAPD officers, were on hand to escort the singer through the busy streets of West Los Angeles. The singer appeared to be shielding herself from the throngs of fans and media as she arrived. Yesterday, the pop star made a quick getaway to her Beverly Hills home, where she holed up overnight and was spotted hanging out with Brittany Mahomes. Since Taylor joined the team, the Chiefs had been on a winning streak. Their last loss was on Christmas Day last season, a 20-14 loss to the Raiders. Since then, Kansas City has won its final 2 games of the 2023 regular season, making the playoffs en route to a Super Bowl title, and opened the 2024 season with 3 straight wins over Baltimore, Cincinnati, and Atlanta. Perhaps it was the luck of Taylor Swift, who has been a regular at Chiefs games since her relationship with Travis Kelce became the focus of national attention. The Chiefs are 12-3 in games where Taylor has appeared to back up Travis. Despite this, Travis seems to be ceding the Chiefs' spotlight to young stars like Rice and Worthy. He's just doing everything he can to help the Chiefs win, which has led some haters to mock Travis and call for him to be benched. But before the game against Los Angeles, Andy Reid definitely ruled out benching Travis. The Chiefs coach assures that opposing defenses still see the veteran tight end as a threat, which opens the opportunity for other receivers on the team. I know people are saying that he's old or whatever, that he has distractions, and all this, Reed admitted. However, he also noted, the defenses don't think that. We have another receiver opposite him that has a lot of yards and catches. That's how this thing goes. He assures the media the star tight end is the same as always and is still training with the same intensity. Trav is fine. He just keeps being Trav. He works his tail off and he hasn't lost a step, said the season coach. Reed even took time to dismiss the rumors that say Swift is to blame for Kelce's poor performance, saying he's not distracted. That's not the case. They are making sure he's taken care of.
All right, guys, fire away. Patrick, can you go through the play where she got hurt, the interception, and all that led to that? And what was your view when the contact was between you guys?
Obviously, the corner made a good play. I was trying to fire it to Trav on his body. I overthrew him a little bit, turned the ball over, and then I thought Rasheed really made a good play. I was trying to tackle the guy and obviously rolled up on him. If I just don't turn the ball over, that never happens, so you just gotta try to get better at that.
Did you tell right away it was something that was going to take him out of the game?
I mean, I didn't know exactly what happened because obviously I was trying to make the tackle, but I know Rasheed and how tough he is, so him being down like that, I knew it wasn't good. So all we do is pray that the x-rays in my eyes and stuff like that are better than what it looked. But I mean, next man up until he's back.
Was that easier to say than do sometimes? I mean, was that pretty jarring to have him go out like that, seeing him helped off and everything?
I think more than anything, it's just trying to get everybody kind of settled back down, including myself. I think at the beginning of the game in general, we were trying to do too much. And that's all we had. We had the fumble and then the interception. But if our guys stepped up and filled as good as they can the role that he has in our offense, which is a big one. And so all we can do now is try to go back to the basics and try to get guys opportunities to succeed. I thought Travis did a great job of stepping up and making plays that he always does. But at the end of the day, we got the win. That's what's important.
What's your thought on how Kareem did today?
I think he did a great job. Someone that to come into an offense, I know it's an offense he's been in, but an offense he hadn't played in years, and to be able to run the football hard, get well-earned yards, catch the ball out of the backfield, it was good to see, and I'm just glad Beach has built a great running back room that we can get guys to step up and make plays while Isaiah's not here.
He looked at all to you like the guy from a few years ago?
Yeah, I mean he's always been a guy that runs tough. He's hard to tackle, and you can see that, and he's going to make sure he finishes every single run and falls forward, and I think that was good to see, and I think he'll get more and more comfortable as the year goes on, and he'll be a role in our offense.
I say you got more out of him today than maybe you anticipated you would.
Not necessarily. I thought he was going to have a role in the offense. I don't know what the exact stats are, but I know he ran the ball well. With our running back room and just kind of in general in this offense, if you got a guy going, you just let him go. It's not about how the game plan is kind of planned out. It's just if a guy's hot that day, you keep feeding him the football, and that's what we did today.
What's it been like for all these one-score games? We're accustomed to seeing you roll up big wins, but every game so far has been a tough one. You enjoy that?
I mean, it prepares you for the playoffs. In the playoffs, you're going to be in one-score games. I think the NFL is just very balanced. And we're playing division games against great opponents. And so these are games that we found ways to get win. And I feel like we're not playing, I mean, it's a record playing, but I feel like we're not playing our best football, but we're winning football games. And that's a big credit to our defense. It's a big credit to guys stepping up offensively in second halves. I'm glad we're getting wins, and we'll keep building and try to keep getting better.
Been, four weeks into his career. That's a big game today. Just what's your thoughts on his play so far in the plays he's ever made?
Yeah, I mean, a big-time catch down the field, some big-time third-down conversions. He's a great football player, and I think he's just getting more and more comfortable within the offense. I think when I go back to the tape, I thought there's going to be a couple more that I thought about taking those chances, and I think he ended up winning. And so as I build comfortability with him, I'll keep taking those chances, and when he makes plays like that, like he did today, he'll give me that ability to kind of shoot him and let him go out there one-on-one and make catches.
How do you see your offense? The Kelce was more involved today. Was that just a factor of what the Chargers were doing, or was there more to it?
I think it's a mixture of everything. I mean, obviously, with Rashid going down early, you got to put Kelce back in that situation where he's getting high volume catches, and then just with the Chargers were taking away some of the outside stuff and leaving the middle of the field open, that we were able to get the Trav and some of those zone coverages. But I mean, it's the whole Kelce thing in general hasn't been a worry to me. I mean, I know whenever we need him, he's going to make plays, and that's what he did today. Go ahead, Mike.
Patrick, two quick things. One, could you just take us through the key to the touchdown pass to Xavier? It looked like the stutter moved, but also you just let it fly. And then one other quick thing after that.
Yeah, I mean, I told him if the safety comes down, I'm throwing it pretty much as far as I can to let him go catch it, and that's what he did. And what was your second question?
It's just about, and is there any particular significance to knowing this is your 100th regular season start? Does that mark it?
I mean, it's cool because, I mean, I know how hard it is in the NFL. I mean, we've been blessed to play in a lot of games, a lot of big games, and win a couple Super Bowls here. But at the end of the day, you don't take it for granted, man. I mean, you're on that platform that you dreamed of as a little kid. And I think I try to enjoy those moments and have 100 games in. I'm going to enjoy this moment, and then we're going to move on because that's how the NFL works.
How do you assess your offense at this stage? If it's just a matter of cleaning it up, or is it more to it than that you'd like to see out of you guys?
I think it's a matter of cleaning it up. I mean, we scored 17 and we scored the 20s these last few weeks, and I feel like it's just a play here and there. It's the interception I throw to Travis, I put on his body, that gets a drive going. It's we have a fumble in the red zone on the first drive where we got some momentum going, and in this league, you're scoring upper 20s to lower 30s. That's good football. That's good offense, and so we're close. I mean, Coach Reed's saying we keep preaching it, and I know some Chiefs fans are probably annoyed by it, but that's all you can do in this league is keep pushing and pushing to get better, and I think it's going to pay off in the end.
Good. You talked about Travis a little bit. Give your receivers decided to wear the kelce shirts. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, I didn't see it. I saw social media. So no, it's that's a close knit group, and that whole room. I mean, the whole offense is very close. I mean, we've been through adversity together. We've been on a lot of road trips. We got to the Super Bowl, and a lot of these guys have been in at least one of the Super Bowls, and so you build this brotherhood. I think they had heard all the outside noise, and they know how much of a leader Travis is. And so it was cool for them cool to see them show their support, and then him to go out there and beat Travis because that's who he is. No, man. I mean, Travis just wants to win at the end of the day. I think that's what you take for granted in this league. I mean, we've had a great offense, and we've done all these cool things, and it's been fun. But at the end of the day, it's all about winning, and I think he's a true leader when it comes to that. He doesn't care who gets the stats. He just wants to win the football game.
Patrick, the first quarter down 10-0, 100 starts. Then was it just not phased, kind of like there's still a lot of football left?
Yeah, I mean, we had to pick up our urgency. We weren't playing good, but I think the best thing about it is no one talks about it, and they start to now. Our defense is a really good defense, and they know how to shut the door and keep us in football games. And then they believe that the offense is going to find a way to score enough points in the end, and that's what we did today. I mean, they had quick 10 points. We put them in terrible positions. They held up to a field goal, and then they shut the door the rest of the game. And that's what it takes to be a great football team is everybody stepping up. And our defense has done that this entire year, and offensively, we found a way to get enough points.
Travis Kelce is dispelling the notion that he's off his game in the best way possible by making history with another career milestone. The Kansas City Chiefs tight end has been caught in a whirlwind over the past several weeks as critics have bashed his lackluster start to the NFL season, assuming that the media frenzy of his relationship with Taylor Swift and his off-the-field gigs are starting to take a toll on his football performance. But the pro athletes game on Sunday, September 29th likely put some of those rumors to rest, as he now has the most receptions in Kansas City Chiefs history. Kelce earned the accolade after the Midwest-based team faced off against the Los Angeles Chargers, coming out victorious with a final score of 17-10. Following the feat, his team celebrated him on Instagram with a post marking the accomplishment. In the comments section, fans poured in with love for the three-time Super Bowl champ. "Go Kelce, we believe in you," one encouraged, as another applauded. "Congratulations Travis on breaking another Kansas City record, never a doubt. When needed, he steps up," a third confirmed. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, who have been dating for the past year, have never celebrated their birthdays together. But Travis also revealed that his birthday party will include Swift and his close friends. And of course, his family. Jason Kelce continued with a question. "Would I be honored to be on that guest list?" Travis nodded and said, "Yes, but you a brother. Take this, it is your happiness and your true love, Travis with a face full of happiness and laughing loudly, and said, "Thank you very much," although Travis Kelce's birthday is on October 5th. His older brother Jason Kelce was especially attentive and sent good wishes to his younger brother Travis. Jason's action is meaningful and can be interpreted as follows. Jason's intention is said to be telling Travis Kelce to quickly hold a wedding with Taylor Swift, because that will bring happiness to Travis. Jason Kelce's gesture also made the people working at the recording studio cheer in satisfaction. Some fans left comments saying, "Jason is so cute, I want a brother like that too." Another person, "Happy birthday, Travis, I wish you success in your career and soon hold a wedding with Swift." The source said that the party will take place in Kansas City and friends may be invited such as Patrick Mahomes and his wife Brittany. Harry Clark and Ross Travis. Meanwhile, Swift is planning an intimate dinner for themselves followed by a gathering of friends. She will have a very intimate romantic dinner with just the two of them. It was a night filled with memories and a milestone in Kelce and Swift's relationship, and fans are eagerly awaiting Travis Kelce's birthday. Fans were extremely excited about Travis Kelce's warm-up in the match between Chiefs versus Chargers. Travis Kelce's warm-up showed fans the signs of a successful match. His difference right from the warm-up before the match between Chiefs versus Chargers made fans very surprised. Previously in the practice sessions at the training camp of Chiefs had never seen Kelce use this move. Meanwhile, coach Andy Reid seemed to be paying close attention to Kelce in that special match. Kelce once again regained his peak form. He was highly focused throughout the match. His efforts made fans very admiring. During the Kansas City Chiefs' win over the Los Angeles Chargers on Sunday, Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce finally found the connection they lacked at the start of the 2024 NFL season. But this didn't change anything for Andy Reid. Kansas City Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce is known for his prowess on the football field, but his newest venture has sparked debate among NFL fans. Kelce is set to host Amazon Prime's latest game show, Are You Smarter Than a Celebrity?, which offers a fresh spin on the beloved format of Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? The series will premiere on October 16th with 3 episodes, followed by weekly releases. The show pits adult contestants against a panel of celebrities who will help them tackle questions from elementary school textbooks. The celebrity lineup includes former NFL star Chad Ochocinco, comedian Nikki Glaser, and media personality Lala Kent, who will assist in answering questions for a $100,000 prize. However, following the release of the trailer, Kelce has received a wave of mixed reactions online. Some fans have criticized the tight end's hosting style, with one fan remarking on X, "Travis Kelce is beyond cringe." Another viewer commented, "Travis Kelce fatigue is really setting in. Can we stop having him force down our throats?" The negative feedback didn't stop there. Some fans were quick to share their exhaustion with Kelce showing up everywhere on TV. "So tired of seeing this guy. He's not likable," another fan vented, while one joked, "Sorry, but I would rather get a root canal." Despite the criticism, Kelce's posting debut has also attracted excitement from others. "I have a feeling he's a natural at this," one fan posted in support. Another viewer commented, "He is gonna be hilarious." Also, Nikki Glaser being on this is so much fun. The show joins Amazon Prime's winning Wednesday's lineup. Alongside other game shows such as Buy It Now, Wish List Games, and Pop Culture Jeopardy! For Kelce, this marks a new chapter in his career, one that might take him off the gridiron and onto the entertainment stage. Although the 34-year-old tight end has had a slower start to the 2024 NFL season, he silenced critics with his recent performance in the Chiefs' 17-10 victory over the LA Chargers. Recording 7 catches for 89 yards, Kelce's return to form on the field contrasts with the polarizing reception of his hosting debut. Whether Kelce's new venture into television will be as successful as his football career remains to be seen, but NFL fans are proving they are not shy about showing their strong opinions about the star's foray into show business. The Kansas City Chiefs and the Minnesota Vikings remain the only 2 undefeated sides in the NFL right now. But despite the winning streak, Patrick Mahomes is disappointed in his team's offense. While Mahomes claims part of the fault, the rest of their offense has been pretty patchy so far too. For starters, Travis Kelce has failed to fire this season, attracting criticism. They've been wrecked by injury too. Wide receivers Hollywood Brown and Rashee Rice are out, with shoulder and knee injuries. Offensive guard McCade Metter and running back Isaiah Pacheco are out too, with knee injury and fibula fracture, respectively. Luckily, an old face will be making a reappearance. Running back Clyde Edwards-Helaire will reportedly be ready to play this week. He's a little shorter than average for a running back and a little heavier, but he's fast enough for the role. He could manage a 4.57s 40-yard according to his pre-draft measurable. He's been a part of the last 2 Super Bowl winning squads for the Chiefs, and he'll mesh well with the standing team. So far, they'd made do with rookie Carson Steele and freshly signed 29-year-old Samaje Perine, formerly of the Broncos. While Perine hasn't had time to shine on the field yet, Steele's been pretty impressive. The Chiefs also signed former Chief and 7-year veteran Kareem Hunt to a 1-year $1.2 million deal, further padding out their roster. The Chiefs will have to figure out where to slot in Edwards-Helaire in this lineup. He's definitely an asset. It's apt that the Chiefs' next game is against the New Orleans Saints, seeing as he's a Louisiana native. But what kept him out of the spotlight and made him miss the 4 opening games this season? Clyde Edwards-Helaire hasn't had an easy time of it. You've read the title, so you already know he suffers from PTSD. Traumatic experiences can have a lasting impact no matter where you suffer them, and for Edwards-Helaire, he suffered one when he was in LSU. Describing his symptoms, he suffers from cyclic vomiting syndrome, where he can't stop regurgitating for extended periods of time. This has sometimes left him dehydrated to the point where he needs to be hospitalized. Certainly no fit state to play in. So what set it off back in 2018, when he studied at and played for Louisiana State University? Him and an LSU teammate, Jared Small, were involved in a shooting that ended with the death of an 18-year-old Kobe Johnson. Edwards-Helaire was 19 at the time. The 2 teammates had gone to sell a nonspecific electronic item to Johnson, according to police reports, after which the kid had tried to rob them. Matters escalated, and one of the 2, it's not been publicly disclosed who, ended up shooting Johnson to death. Neither LSU students were charged, with the shooting being judged to have been an act of self-defense. But the memory of it has stuck with Edwards-Helaire, and it continues to haunt him more than half a decade later. It'll likely haunt him all his life. Earlier this year, in February, there was a shooting at a Super Bowl parade celebrating the Chiefs' win. 33 people were injured, and a young teenager, Zach Cotton, was separated from his father when the running back stepped up and took the boy to a safe place until things cooled down. He was later felicitated for his act of bravery. We can't really pull together the story of someone's life from a few snippets, but his is an interesting one, and fans will be glad to see him back on the field. Travis Kelce wears the ring his girlfriend Taylor Swift gave him in a new scene from the movie Grotesquerie. On Wednesday, October 2nd, Travis Kelce appeared on air for a new scene in Grotesquerie. However, Travis Kelce appeared in the new scene with girlfriend Taylor Swift's ring, which made fans excited. The ring Kelce is wearing was given by girlfriend Taylor Swift on Kelce's birthday last year. Last year, when Kelce turned 34, Swift was unable to attend Kelce's birthday party. However, Swift sent a gift, which was a ring and a card with the words "Happy Birthday, Kelce." Although we did not witness what was written inside, but it is speculated that it was a good wish. A person close to the couple also revealed that Kelce always wore the ring after his 34th birthday. Swift's ring for Kelce is made of pure gold and is meticulously engraved by artisans on the face of the ring, especially engraved with the letters TNT. Not only that, the global pop star has shown special love when she has given many luxury items to Chief star Travis Kelce, in which must be mentioned the collection of branded clothes and handbags Swift gave Kelce before the 2024 NFL season. She thoughtfully picked out some of them in red, the color of the Chiefs. A source close to Kelce's entourage said, "The team is going back on the road for some many nice and long trip around the country, so that was a very nice move and idea from Taylor. said the insider. She also got him some fall and winter clothes as the temperature is gonna drop soon. A turtleneck, jacket, coat, and a cardigan that he saw in Paris and that he kept talking to her about for a while. He is all set with all those items, as he likes to bring tons of stuff with him when he travels with the team or even when he travels to go attend events. And with Taylor, Kelce received a couple of Louis Vuitton's Keep All Bandolier 50 keep-alls, one worth $4,000 and the other $4,800. He also got an $11,100 rolling truck and a $1,130 toiletry bag from the same French fashion house. To keep Travis warm, Taylor sent the chief star a $2,060 cashmere cardigan, a $1,450 silk and cashmere turtleneck, and a $560 beanie, all from LV as well. The singer also gifted Kelce a couple of jackets from Hermes, a $5,050 capsule rib trim, and a $5,850 hooded auto coat. They love to make presents on special occasions, the source said. And Travis is like a lion in a cage for the start of this new season. The gifts were to wish Travis a very good season, said the insider. Travis is known for not being the most practical and organized guy to travel with, the source continued. So we need many bags and pieces of luggage to take with him, as he always brings way more things that he needs to use during his trips. The sweet couple are said to be enjoying a sweet vacation in Kansas City ahead of Kelce's birthday, which falls on October 5th. They are taking some private time together before returning to their busy work schedules.
And then he's got further tests next week, so we really don't have anything to tell you from there. We'll see how these tests go next week and once the swelling's out there. Congratulations to the Royals first. What a great job they've done to this point, and I know they're fired up to keep on going. So I know we're all glad to have them coming back here and having another chance to see them play. With that, we look forward to the challenge of playing the Saints. Good football team, well coached. I mean, Dennis does a nice job with that group, and their coordinators, all three of them do a nice job with their phases. And we've just got to make sure that we have a good week of preparation here going forward. And then just on the business side of it, Clyde, you saw, was elevated. He's got a 21-day window. We'll just get him back into the swing of things here and see how he does. See how he does going forward here the next couple of days. Anyways, with that, time's yours.
Is there a little more sense of optimism with Rashid than there was 2 days ago?
Yeah, I think it's just wait and see. Just is where we're at, and for his sake, we're really hoping that things work out, how for the best. But let's just see where it goes, and leave it up to the doctors to see. I'm definitely not a doctor.
What are the plans for Clyde going forward here?
Yeah, so we'll practice him today with the scout team, give him some reps there, and let him just kind of get back in the swing of things. He's in good shape. He's been working out, so just get him back into the football part of it.
Anywhere close with O'Menihue to getting him back to practice too?
I think that'll be a little bit here, yeah.
And what sorts of things are you seeing when you've referred to a few times being close on a few things offensively? What are the things that stand out to you the most that are just off the table?
Yeah, by just getting rid of the penalties and those self-inflicted wounds, turnovers, penalties, those hurt you at this level, and you've got to take care of that. And I've got to make sure that I'm putting the guys in the right position to do the right thing. So. And I think the coaches would tell you the same thing with that, but that's where we're at. But it's close. We just got to keep rolling.
When Rice is just so important to you guys, and you won't have him for Monday, just how much realistically does that change, even schematic, what you do, or do you stay the same with some of the replacement play?
Yeah. Listen, I mean, Rashid's had a phenomenal year. Unfortunately, in this league, injuries happen and life goes on. So we have always expected the next guys to step up and roll, and it's no different now. But Is Rasheed? There's not another Rasheed. There's other guys though that are very, very good. So we'll be fine.
Andy, have you been through an experience quite like this, where what you project is not even one snap going into a season, let alone now into Game 5, you're not having your top running back, two top receivers. Have you gone through an experience quite like this to start a season?
Yeah, I'm sure I have. I mean, I've been doing it a long time, so there's been injuries that have taken place, but I don't really dwell on that, Nate. I mean, I just kind of move on and go and wish the best to the kids, most of all, and we'll take care of business. You know, that's Beach has done a good job of bringing people in here in depth and that. So just got to take care of business.
When you look at Derek Carr, what's he doing and how's he fitting in with that offense?
Yeah, he's doing a very nice job. He's always been a good player. I mean, there hasn't been a question from our standpoint on that part. So they're doing a good job of protecting him, and he's doing a good job of delivering it to their receivers, and they've got good skill players there. So and good running back who also was involved in the pass game and the run game. But he's done a very nice job. Yeah.
I don't know type of terms will play obviously in the last game, but just wonder if you could speak to what he meant to sort of the defensive shift you guys had here. This also what you've seen in 3 years from in the world.
Yeah, phenomenal player. I'll vote for him for the Hall of Fame going forward. I don't have a vote, but I would vote for him. So he's a tremendous leader. He actually makes this his home here. So I think when he's done, he'll probably come back here. So, but great kid, great player, brings a lot of energy. Yeah.
Coach, the other player that you've got on the NFI list with B.J. Thompson, how's he doing in his rehab, and is there still a possibility to come back?
Yeah, again, the doctors are monitoring him. He's doing good. Yeah, to answer your question, he's doing good. He's in all the meetings and that. And, he's heading in the right direction, but we just have to see on that. I think time is a big part of that. We'll see how that goes.
One of the things you mentioned, being close on a couple things. It looked like Jawan Taylor had a couple of those kind of penalties that were a problem for him last year early. Was it just officiating crew kind of thing, or was he getting into some bad habits? Those are correct.
Yeah, he's got to fix those. I mean, he's got to fix it. That's bottom line. He's very quick off of the ball, and takes a lot of pride in that. But you can't be. You got to make sure you're not offsides. So he's got to take care of that part. He will.
Okay, thanks, Coach.
All right, good. Thanks.
Play when he got hurt. Did you know in the moment how hard you got hit kind of in that? I mean, did you feel fortunate not to be hurt yourself?
No, I didn't notice it in the moment. I was more worried about trying to get the ball. But yeah, I mean, obviously, just trying to make a play, and it happens whenever you're trying to make tackles.
When you saw the replay, though, did you think, ooh?
No, I mean, when I saw the replay, I felt like shit that I hit Rasheed. I mean, I think that's pretty much all. I mean, I wasn't really worried about myself. I was worried about hopefully his injury and hopefully that it wasn't as bad as it looked, because I was the one that hit him.
Tyron, but just, I don't know if he's going to end up playing on one day, but just what did he mean to your guys' locker room when he was here? What kind of interactions kind of stand out?
Yeah, I mean, I think just me being a young player, especially when he got here, I mean, just seeing that type of leader, I think was something that I'll forever remember. The way he inspired guys, the energy that he played with. I mean, obviously he's a great football player. I mean, everybody can see that, but truly a great leader, one of the best leaders I've ever been around. And he pushed to get the best out of everybody every single day, and he treated practice like games. He tried to get better every single day, and that's something that has helped me become who I am. And so a great football player, man. And I'm hoping that he gets out there, not for me and my sake, because, I mean, he's a great football player, always around the ball. But I think Kansas City, getting to see him come back and be on that field again will be special for the city.
It stand out pretty early on that there was some traits that you could pick up early in your career?
Yeah, I mean, you sit there and watch those guys that, I mean, I watched him when he was in college and he dominated college football, and then get into the NFL and all the great plays that he had made, and then being able to see him on a day-to-day basis is when you want to see those guys that are the top of the top and how they prepare every single day. And he was one of those guys that you knew why he was great when you saw him practice and how he went about his business.
Talked about how you guys are going to have to rely on Travis more without Rice on Monday. Just curious about Juju Smith-Schuster and Justin Watson and your rapport with them and how big they've now become.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, those guys are always the guys that do it the right way. I mean, they're always in the right position. They do what they're supposed to do, get guys lined up, and I think having those guys is a luxury because you know that they're going to be there, they're going to get open, and they're going to make plays when their numbers are called. And so I think Brett Veach did a great job of continuing to build within that receiving room. Obviously, not expecting to have these two kind of big injuries early in the year in that receiving room, but having the support of the guys to come in and step up and make plays whenever those guys aren't in there.
Speaking of Juju, when the Chiefs bring back a player who'd been here previously, Jody Fortson, I guess would be the latest example of that, and Kareem, how much are they able to hit the ground running? And like maybe a percentage basis do they have?
Yeah, I mean, they always have a good feel for our main stuff, our base concept stuff. Every year in the offseason, Coach Reed adds new stuff, and the offense coaches look around at what we can do better. And so they have to learn some of that type of stuff. But I think you've seen with the guys that we've brought back is guys that are very intelligent. They're able to pick up the offense quickly. And so when stuff like this last game happens, you can throw Juju in there. He can run some of the routes that Rasheed has, and he can get even and be in different positions maybe that he didn't practice all week because he prepares the right way and he's ready for his moment.
Injuries are part of the game, but you guys have been hit pretty hard so far this year offensively. What's the difficulty for you in adjusting to a lineup that's seemingly different every week?
Once the week goes on and you go through your game plan, it's usually pretty smooth because you have an understanding of the guys and what we're trying to do and the concepts of the plays. During the game sometimes, especially how it happened this last game early, where obviously Rasheed's a huge part of the game plan. You have to kind of throw guys in there and try to make that timing up, and Coach tries to get that done in practice. He tries to throw guys in certain situations, but obviously there's limited reps. But I thought the guys did a great job of accepting the challenge and being in there in those moments. And but Coach Reed does a great job of getting guys prepared and ready to go throughout a week of game plan. And we had an extra day this week, so I'm sure guys will be ready to go out there and play some great football.
You face a Dennis Allen defense, is like almost any week. Is there an expectation you guys are going to have to sort of do that methodical, work your way down?
Yeah, I think just very intelligent coach. I mean, someone that does a lot of different things. He's a game plan specific coach. Someone that it's not all about his defense. He looks at the offenses and what they do best. He tries to take those away, and he's really good at it. And so he'll throw changeups in there you might have not seen the entire season or in his past because he thinks this might work this week. So it'll be a great challenge for us. They're a physical team. They play extremely fast. And they have a lot of great players and veteran players, so they can kind of get away with stuff because they know what they can and can't get away with. So you got to make sure that you're really on top of every single check at the line of scrimmage and prepared for everything whenever you step to the football.
Can you talk about the big play, the 54-yard touchdown pass, what that did for the offense that day, and what it does for your receivers' confidence and the whole offense?
Yeah, I mean, whenever you hit those deep passes, it kind of opens everything up because defenses have to have more and more respect for any ability to score on one play. And it was big in that game. I mean, they were starting to get more and more downhill because we were running the ball and we weren't moving it and throwing it vertically. And so when we were able to hit that deep one, it kind of opened up the offense at least a little bit. And our goal is to continue to show that we can do that on a week-to-week basis, and even more than one time a game. So there was more opportunities in that game to go downfield. So I have to continue to push the ball down the field so that it opens up everyone else underneath.
We'll go a few more of a Nick, Todd, and Blair. Patrick, when you're building chemistry with a new receiver, a guy you haven't worked with in a while, how long does it really take for you guys to see the field the same way?
It depends on every receiver. I think we have a lot of intelligent receivers in this receiving room right now, and so I feel like we're all seeing the field the same way. But now it's about me just having that trust and giving them those shots to make plays in traffic and stuff like that. And so, like I did with Xavier on that deep one, I think there was more opportunities to throw even to him later on in that game. And so just continue for myself to give him those chances to go out there and make plays and be the receiver that he is. And that goes throughout the entire receiving room, the tight end room, and the running back room.
A couple of non-football
things. I mean, you're pretty excited about this Royals playoffs kind of moving on here to be back here in town. What's your excitement level for that?
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome. I mean, it's great for the city. I mean, I've heard all the stories about how awesome the environment was the last time they were in the playoffs, and they're going to go up against a great baseball team in the Yankees, historic baseball team. And so I'm just excited for these guys. I mean, they're hungry. They're playing great baseball right now. And to be at the K, a sold-out crowd, hopefully, and get to see that October baseball there is going to be special.
On our radio station this morning, known Yankee fan Garrett Dieter may be sniffing around for tickets. Is that appropriate for something like that?
Yeah, man, I'll let him be there because when we hopefully win, I'll get to talk trash. So no, it's he's a big Yankees fan. I think if the Yankees lost this series, he might have to move cities. So let's see if we can do that for him.
Keeping with the baseball theme, it just occurs to me that because of the sport you play, have you ever been to a postseason baseball game?
I've been to a postseason baseball game. Back when I was in high school, the Rangers made the World Series a couple of times, and so I got to see them lose, I think, Game 5, I think, against the Giants one year, and then I watched them lose, or maybe win the game that I was at when they went up against the Phillies, and they ended up losing in Game 6 in that ball on the warning track. So, I mean, I've had some close.
Taylor Swift spotted wearing Travis Kelce's duck slippers while getting a manicure in Kansas City. On Wednesday, October 2nd, Taylor Swift was spotted entering a Kansas City nail salon, wearing a blue dress and a pair of yellow duck slippers. Swift's duck slippers were given to her by Kelce at the end of Swift's tour in June. Taylor Swift reportedly arrived in Kansas City on Monday to attend boyfriend Travis Kelce's birthday, and she took some time off to get her nails done after lunch. Swift was also seen leaving Kelce's mansion with a group of friends to begin their fun outing. Travis Kelce has revealed he is cutting back on junk food as the Kansas City Chiefs legend looks to prolong his NFL career. Ahead of his 35th birthday this Saturday, Kelce opened up on the strict diet change he is implementing to avoid feeling lethargic on the field, with sugary items no longer on the menu. The Chiefs' tight end, who was back to his best in their win over the LA Chargers on Sunday, spoke with older brother Jason about his new diet on their New Heights podcast while discussing a box of donuts they were recently sent. "Good thing they're over there," he said as Jason held the pastries up to his camera. "The yellow boxes are dangerous." Travis went on to explain that he is at that point in the season where he has to push it away in order to remain at the top of his game. "I see that golden glazed donut just sitting in the yellow and I tried to play football the next day and I'm like, OST. This is real." Jason, however, has no such plans to watch what he's eating. "I'm going to keep eating these Buffalo Wild Wings and donuts," the retired Eagles legend laughed. Travis has endured a turbulent start to the new NFL season on an individual note despite Kansas City winning their first 4 games. The 3-time Super Bowl winner and boyfriend of Taylor Swift drew criticism after an underwhelming opening 3 games, in which he had just 8 catches for 69 yards. Yet in Sunday's win over the Chargers, he was on hand with 89 yards while making a franchise record 917th reception. The performance prompted NFL analyst Tony Romo to declare Kelce is back. While his broadcast partner, the legendary Jim Nantz, insisted, "All the hot takes, you gotta find someone else to troll this week." Jason Kelce and Stevie Nicks make their first Christmas album. On Wednesday, October 2nd, Jason Kelce officially joined Stevie Nicks for a new album project. Jason appeared in a Christmas sweater while Stevie Nicks appeared in all black. Both were in the studio recording for their new album. Jason Kelce will now speak into a microphone in a different way than most of us know him for, as he is teaming up with legendary singer Stevie Nicks for a duet on an upcoming Christmas album. The account for New Heights posted a photo of the former Philadelphia Eagles center and the lead singer for Fleetwood Mac in a recording studio with the caption, "The crossover we didn't know we needed." Kelce is dressed in a Christmas sweater while a small Christmas tree is in the background. A red Santa hat is also on the ground. A microphone can be seen in the foreground while Nicks and Kelce stand in what looks to be a recording studio. While Kelce's non-gridiron ventures were expected to be in broadcasting and entrepreneurship, singing with one of the most famous female rockers was a little more unconventional. Kelce's collaboration with Nick's appears to be for A Philly Special Christmas Party, his upcoming album with former teammates Lane Johnson and Jordan Mailata. It will be the third Christmas album to be released by the trio after previous records in 2022 and 2023. Johnson and Kelce's singing talents are a little less known than Mailata's, who previously competed on The Masked Singer as Thingamabob in 2022. Mailata's performance drew guesses from the celebrity panel of Eagles lead singer Don Henley after covering Bon Jovi's Wanted Dead or Alive. He made it one episode from the season finale before being unmasked. Nick's combined works have sold 65 million copies in the United States, making her one of the most successful female singers of all time. It has not been said whether Taylor Swift, who is dating Jason's brother, Travis Kelce, will also make an appearance on the album. However, Boys II Men are scheduled to make an appearance on the album. Soul singer Devin Gilfillian is also expected to be on the album, which features 3 original Christmas songs and such Yuletide staples as Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Last Christmas, Feliz Navidad, Sleigh Ride, and Please Come Home for Christmas. Ed has covered pop music for The Republic since 2007, reviewing festivals and concerts, interviewing legends, covering the local scene, and more. He did the same in Pittsburgh for more than a decade.
All right, guys, fire away.
Patrick, when you look back at the receipt play where you got hurt, did you know in the moment how hard you got hit kind of in that? And did you feel fortunate not to be hurt yourself?
No, I didn't notice it in the moment. I was more worried about trying to get the ball. But yeah, I mean, obviously, just trying to make a play, and it happens whenever you're trying to make tackles.
When you saw the replay, though, did you think, ooh?
No, I mean, when I saw the replay, I felt like shit that I hit Rasheed. I mean, I think that's pretty much all. I mean, I wasn't really worried about myself. I was worried about hopefully his injury and hopefully that it wasn't as bad as it looked because I was the one that hit him.
I was going to say about Tyron, but just, I don't know if it's in the line on Monday, but just what did he mean to your guys' locker room when he was here? What kind of interactions kind of stand out?
Yeah, I mean, I think just me being a young player, especially when he got here, I mean, just seeing that type of leader, I think was something that I'll forever remember. The way he inspired guys, the energy that he played with. I mean, obviously he's a great football player. I mean, everybody can see that, but truly a great leader, one of the best leaders I've ever been around. And he pushed to get the best out of everybody every single day, and he treated practice like games. He tried to get better every single day, and that's something that has helped me become who I am. And so a great football player, man. And I'm hoping that he gets out there, not for me and my sake, because, I mean, he's a great football player, always around the ball. But I think Kansas City, getting to see him come back and be on that field again will be special for the city.
It stand out pretty early on that there was some traits that you could pick up early in the career.
Yeah, I mean, you sit there and watch those guys that, I mean, I watched him when he was in college and he dominated college football, and then get into the NFL and all the great plays that he had made, and then being able to see him on a day-to-day basis is when you want to see those guys that are the top of the top and how they prepare every single day. And he was one of those guys that you knew why he was great when you saw him practice and how he went about his business.
You talked about how you guys are going to have to rely on Travis more without Rice on Monday. Just curious about Juju Smith-Schuster and Justin Watson and your rapport with them and how big they've now become.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, those guys are always the guys that do it the right way. I mean, they're always in the right position. They do what they're supposed to do, get guys lined up, and I think having those guys is a luxury because you know that they're going to be there, they're going to get open, and they're going to make plays when their numbers are called. And so I think Brett Veach did a great job of continuing to build within that receiving room. Obviously, not expecting to have these two kind of big injuries early in the year in that receiving room, but having the support of the guys to come in and step up and make plays whenever those guys aren't in there.
Speaking of Juju, when the Chiefs bring back a player who'd been here previously, Jody Fortson, I guess, would be the latest example of that, and Kareem, how much are they able to hit the ground running? And like maybe a percentage basis do they have?
Yeah, I mean, they always have a good feel for our main stuff, our base concept stuff. Every year in the offseason, Coach Reed adds new stuff, and the offense coaches look around at what we can do better. And so they have to learn some of that type of stuff. But I think you've seen with the guys that we've brought back is guys that are very intelligent. They're able to pick up the offense quickly. And so when stuff like this last game happens, you can throw Juju in there. He can run some of the routes that Rasheed has, and he can get even and be in different positions maybe that he didn't practice all week because he prepares the right way and he's ready for his moment.
Injuries are part of the game, but you guys have been hit pretty hard so far this year offensively. What's the difficulty for you in adjusting to a lineup that's seemingly different every week?
I don't. Once the week goes on and you go through your game plan, it's usually pretty smooth because you have an understanding of the guys and what we're trying to do and the concepts of the plays. They're in the game sometimes, especially how it happened this last game early, where obviously Rasheed's a huge part of the game plan. You have to kind of throw guys in there and try to make that timing up. And coach tries to get that done in practice. He tries to throw guys in certain situations, but obviously there's limited reps. But I thought the guys did a great job of accepting the challenge and being in there in those moments. And but Coach Reed does a great job of getting guys prepared and ready to go throughout a week of game plan. And we had an extra day this week, so I'm sure guys will be ready to go out there and play some great football.
We face it in the Allen defense is like almost every day. Is there an expectation that you guys are going to have to sort of do that methodical, work your way down there?
Yeah, I think just very intelligent coach. I mean, someone that does a lot of different things. He's a game plan specific coach. Someone that it's not all about his defense. He looks at the offenses and what they do best. He tries to take those away, and he's really good at it. And so he'll throw change-ups in there you might have not seen the entire season or in his past because he thinks this might work this week. So it'll be a great challenge for us. They're a physical team. They play extremely fast. And they have a lot of great players and veteran players, so they can kind of get away with stuff because they know what they can and can't get away with. So you got to make sure that you're really on top of every single check at the line of scrimmage and prepared for everything that whenever you step to the football.
Can you talk about the big play, the 54-yard touchdown pass, what that did for the offense that day, and what it does for your receivers' confidence and the whole offense?
Yeah, I mean, whenever you hit those deep passes, it kind of opens everything up because defenses have to have more and more respect for any ability to score on one play. And it was big in that game. I mean, they were starting to get more and more downhill because we were running the ball and weren't moving it and throwing it vertically. And so when we were able to hit that deep one, it kind of opened up the offense at least a little bit. And our goal is to continue to show that we can do that on a week-to-week basis, and even more than one time a game. So there was more opportunities in that game to go downfield, so I have to continue to push the ball down the field so that it opens up everyone else underneath.
We'll go a few more with Nick and Todd and player. Go Nick. Patrick, when you're building chemistry with a new receiver, a guy you haven't worked with in a while, how long does it really take for you guys to see the field the same way?
It depends on every receiver. I think we have a lot of intelligent receivers in this receiving room right now, and so I feel like we're all seeing the field the same way. But now it's about me just having that trust and giving them those shots to make plays in traffic and stuff like that. And so, like I did with Xavier on that deep one, I think there was more opportunities to throw it even to him later on in that game. And so just continue for myself to give him those chances to go out there and make plays and be the receiver that he is. And that goes throughout the entire receiving room, the tight end room, and the running back room.
A couple of non-football things. I mean, you're pretty excited about this Royals playoffs, kind of moving on, moving you back here in town. What you're excited about for that?
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome. I mean, it's great for the city. I mean, I've heard all the stories about how awesome the environment was the last time they were in the playoffs, and they're going to go up against a great baseball team in the Yankees, historic baseball team. And so I'm just excited for these guys. I mean, they're hungry. They're playing great baseball right now. And to be at the K, a sold-out crowd, hopefully, and get to see that October baseball there is going to be special.
On our radio station this morning, known Yankee fan, you're a dealer, maybe sniffing around for tickets. Is that appropriate for something like that?
Yeah, man, I'll let him be there because when we hopefully win, I'll get to talk trash. So no, it's he's a big Yankees fan. I think if the Yankees lost this series, he might have to move cities. So let's see if we can do that for him.
Keeping with the baseball theme, it just occurs to me that because of the sport you play, have you ever been to a postseason baseball game?
I've been to a postseason baseball game. Back when I was in high school, the Rangers made the World Series a couple of times, and so I got to see them lose, I think, Game 5, against the Giants one year, and then I watched them lose, or maybe win the game that I was at when they went up against the Phillies, and they ended up losing in Game 6 and that ball on the warning track. So, I mean, I've had some close heartbreaks there with the Rangers, but the Royals are going to turn it around for me. Thank you, Patrick.
Travis Kelce makes a birthday card jam appearance in Kansas City. Travis Kelce turns 35 today, but to make his birthday even more meaningful, Travis Kelce decided to throw a birthday party at his Card Jam event. Kelce's annual car jam is a fundraiser for his 87-year-old charity that helps children in Kansas City and Cleveland. The smart and talented Swift realized that today's appearance in Kansas City was completely appropriate and meaningful. This is the first time the pop star has attended. Travis Kelce's birthday. Kelce's brother, Jason, told New Heights this week that he will be attending the event with his brother and that Kelce's girlfriend may also be there. A source close to the couple previously hinted that Swift was planning to attend, saying, "Swift will probably be there to celebrate her birthday on October 5th with family and friends of the Kelce Car Jam in Kansas City." Speaking on his podcast this week, Travis said he plans to show off the 1970 Chevrolet Chevelle he drove Swift around Kansas City last year after she attended her first Chiefs game. "This is our second year doing a car show, which is basically a party-style event that will feature some of the city's top cars from the Fuel House, which is a cool car club here," Kelce said, "and then I guess there's a bunch of other cars lined up. It'll be fun. I should fire up my old 70 Chevelle and get ready to roll. If not, I'll bring one of the other cars I have. It's always fun to be out in Kansas City. Kansas City, they show up every time I do anything foundation-related, and I love them for that." Swift has missed the Chiefs' last two games, wins over the Atlanta Falcons and Los Angeles Chargers, but Daily Mail.com exclusively reported this week that she has been there to support Kelce during his difficult start to the season. Kelce has struggled to regain the form that has earned him a reputation as the best edge rusher to ever play in the league, but showed signs of resurgence in a 17-10 win in Los Angeles last weekend. His mother, Donna, confirmed on her Facebook page that she will also be attending the event with Travis. Jason and Ed Kelce have arrived for Travis' annual charity event, Kelce Car Jam, in Kansas City on Saturday night, which also fell on the Chiefs' tight end's 35th birthday. Travis' older brother and father were expected in town to celebrate his birthday, with his mother, Donna Kelce, also making an appearance at the event. Jason is slated to call Monday Night Football for the first time in 2 days as Travis and the Chiefs host the Saints. Kelce, who turned 35 on Saturday, is hosting the annual car exhibition once again to help raise money for kids in the Kansas City and Cleveland areas. It is unclear whether he will be joined on the night by girlfriend Taylor Swift, who is currently enjoying a gap in her International Eras tour schedule. The siblings will kick things off Saturday afternoon by hosting Kelce Car Jam, a showcase of muscle cars and swish rides belonging to Kelce and his motoring enthusiast buddies. In September, it was reported by US Weekly that Swift was planning on attending the event, with the publication saying, "Swift will likely be on hand to celebrate his October 5th birthday with family and friends at his Kelce Car Jam in Kansas City." Speaking on his podcast this week, Travis said he planned to show off the 1970 Chevrolet Chevelle that he famously drove the pop megastar around Kansas City in last year after she went to her first Chiefs game. "This year is the second year we've done a car show. Basically a block party style event that will showcase some of the city's top automobiles from the Fuel House, a fun car club out here," Kelce said. "And then I guess a bunch of others that are lined up. It's gonna be fun. I should have my old school 70 Chevelle all revved up and ready to rock and roll. If not, I'll bring one of the other cars that I have. It's always fun to get out here in Kansas City. Kansas City, they show up every single time that I've done anything foundation-wise, and I love them for it." Kelce's Chiefs teammate George Karlaftis also showed up for the event about an hour after it began. Speculation about Taylor heading to Kansas City has swirled all week, with a rumor circling about her hiring out a popular barbecue joint Wednesday night for a pre-birthday celebration. There have been no confirmed sightings of the Bad Blood singer, however, who has made